It's this thing on. It's this thing on. Y'all know who it is, man. The great one, Ice Up 84, yours truly himself. We in the building for another live stream, man. Y'all already know what it is. Late night vibes. I'm your host for this evening, man. Yours truly, the founder of the gaming lounge. I am he, I am him, I am Ice Up 84. And I want to welcome each and every last one of you to the gaming lounge, where, hey, it's an experience of an experience, man. So with that being said, man, y'all already know the vibes, man. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend we live. And we slightly early, to be exact, as well. So with that being said, man, y'all already know I only require one rule in order to enter into the lounge. And that's that you what? Take off your shoes. Once you do that, you may enter into the lounge respectfully. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Hit the like button, subscribe, you know what I'm saying, hit the notification bell, all that good stuff. Y'all already know the vibes, how YouTube go. And last but not least, man, leave a comment in the comment section after the live. Let me know how you feel about the content and share the video. That's all I ask. With that being said, man, y'all already know. Welcome to the lounge. I'm your host, yours truly, Ice Up 84. And we're here to give you guys a great show tonight. With that being said, shout out to Bono, early and often, coming in this motherfucker, ready to get it in, no flossing. That's what I'm talking about. That being said, y'all, welcome to the lounge, man. Let's get it. Bono said he ready. Yes, sir. There he is. The scientist slash professor slash doctor. Yeah.
Been a little while.
Yeah, it's been a little while, brother. How are you, man?
Good. Summer now.
Yeah. Yes, sir. You hit the river or the lake or the sea? Yet?
Did actually.
You say you did?
Yeah.
Of which? The river, the lake, or the sea?
Delaware. Beach.
Oh, the beach. So you
Lake.
hit the sea. Okay. You doing it big, man. Okay. All right. All right, let's see here. Man, I can't wait. 2026 right around the horizon. Let's get it. Let's do what we do best. And let's try to defeat the best. Ohio Dogs, if you watching, don't be plotting.
Opened in 2001, it lies on the same site and retains the name of the city's beloved former stadium. We're here at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. To kick off, here's Will Lutz. And here we go at Mile High. Raheem Blackshear now to return. And the return sets them up just...
Perfect time. Perfect time.
20. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Check right.
Out of the shotgun, to give to Hubbard. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Set, ready. Fight, kick. Check, kick. Switch, yellow. Set, huh?
On 2nd down, it's Hubbard. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4.
Shot, 17. Here we go.
They motion a receiver left.
Set.
Mario, what's up?
This is reeled in by Leggett. And they hit him right after he made that catch. That's going to deny him the first. It's 4th down.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
4th down, Young. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. That's P.J. Locke. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Opening play, and Bo will throw. Escapes out to the left.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
Second and 6 coming up here. It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. Look at that work, turning those legs, driving across the 15. And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos parlay the interception into points. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Bayless Jones now on the return. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Striker, 3-3. Ready. Blue check. Set.
Hubbard trying this up the gut. This is ahead for about 5. In on the tackle is Jonathan Cooper. 1st down play, and that's in 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Double, 38. Set.
They run again with Hubbard. And he gets level just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Third and just 2 to go.
Let's go now.
Out of the gun, Young. Forced out to his right. That's completed right side. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers get it down to a single point. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right? You know, when you run that fly route, you gotta win right from the jump. You gotta protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Yes, sir, Mario.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively. It's incomplete.
What a great fight from those blockers to keep buying him time in the pocket to find a throw. You wish that effort could have been rewarded with a completion.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Nix from the gun. Defender runs right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Out of the gun, it's Nix. He has the first over the middle. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers.
Let's go.
It's their first.
Salute to everybody in the chat, man. It's ice so you know who said it, man. Let's go.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. They'll throw again, Nix. As a man, that's Cortland Sutton. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. He'll throw it yet again. Pass taken in by Sutton. And they have this run into the red zone now at the 15. Nix with it on 1st. And score! Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos break the tie here in the 1st. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. Extra point try now from Lutz. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Broncos take the lead here, 14-7 in the 1st. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Return starts from the goal line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Young working from the gun. Throws there for Jatavion Sanders. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line.
Come on, set.
Young on 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Now for that defense, who puts a sack on the board.
Running with Hubbard out of the gun. Crosses midfield, still going. And his gain is stopped on what's going to be the final play of this 1st quarter. So before they can set up for another play, we've hit the end of the 1st quarter. Neither side separating much so far. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. We're ready to go with the 2nd quarter. It's Panthers football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Has another lead. And they'll finally bring him down at the 22. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that'll be good for a Carolina 1st.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of the broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
Here's Young on 1st and 10. On the move, headed right. Catch is made in close. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a 1st and goal.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of the matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Watch one. Yellow, one. Ready?
Hubbard does not get in. His push is stopped just short of that goal line. Working quickly here. Trying it again with Hubbard. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Panthers can tie it up in the 2nd.
Let's go, baby.
Into the lead. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. Pinheiro good on the extra point. And the Panthers tie things up at 14. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Marvin Mims now to return it. Big lift from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Nick's looking to throw. He's got a man left. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Throwing on 1st down, Nix. It is cut left side. And they make the tackle at the 38. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. On 1st and 10, here's Nix. All the left side. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. Throwing here, Nix. His second scoring catch of the game.
Get the fuck out of
There to
here.
tack on the extra point. And the
Click the button.
Broncos break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. On the return, here's Jones. And this drive will start inside the 25. They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
Set, ready.
Handoff running right, Hubbard. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. P.J. Locke getting there for the stop. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Up the middle, Hubbard. And he's out the clear. To the house. Touchdown, Carolina.
Let's go, baby.
The Panthers can tie it up in the second after cutting into
Let's
the
go.
lead. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Point after from Pinheiro is up and good. And the Panthers...
Yes, sir, Mario. A few days.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. On the return, here's Mims. He's got a lane up past the 30.
Go.
He's brought down to end that return as we've reached our 2-minute warning. They've got first down from the 31. Nick Snap to throw.
Ah, what are you doing?
Catch is made down the right sideline.
What are you doing?
And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Here's Nix to throw.
Let's go.
Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Space on the right.
See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya.
That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running the back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
Pinheiro good on the extra point. And the Panthers break that tie and now lead by 7.
Go.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after return. Here's Mims. Finds some space. He's past the 30. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33.
Let's go.
They're out and set. First and 10. Back to the air. Next after the pick. Complete out to the right side. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Here's second and 2. Brought in by Vela. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
He put everything
What the heck?
It's on the deep shot. It's a Denver touchdown. And that is his third touchdown catch. Certainly enough to call this a very good game.
He was waiting to go
We're
there,
still in the
too.
opening half, so what else might he accomplish before we're done here? Extra point try now from Lutz.
Waiting to go there.
Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos tie us up 28-all. Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback, this drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start up with a first and 10. This drive will begin with Hubbard. And he works his way for a gain of 4. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
You know, these are kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Second and 6 now. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So it'll be third down.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Third down run by Hubbard. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime that results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
Ahead of fourth down, officials stepping in here, a timeout call. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. So on fourth down now, the Panthers calling an all-pro several times over. It's Johnny Hecker for the punt. The Broncos have Marvin Mims deep to return. And the sunlight's not a problem for him. He looks up and makes the fair catch. No return on that punt. And the Broncos get set to take over. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. Nix the second of its 3 timeouts. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Pretty even match in this first half, and you're just kind of waiting. Right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that could go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Shotgun snap to Nix. He puts everything behind this one. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos take the lead just before halftime. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. A 4th for him in this game, and 1 more ties the record. That one splits the uprights. And the Broncos break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. On the return, here's Jones. And that hit is going to freeze him at this spot. He got stuck right at the 20. Only 10 seconds remaining here, so 1st and 10 may be our last snap of the half. Looking to throw. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps. He was looking Xavier Legette's way there. And now they face 2nd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
Let's go now.
He'll throw it. Legette's got it. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. They'll come up 1st and 10. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Here's Traymon Smith with the return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
That's just a good play to mix up what you're doing and keep that defense guessing. The execution, that's pretty well done too, creating the space for a solid pickup.
That's complete to Vele. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Let's go.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Here we go.
They stay on the ground with Williams.
Oh,
And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. On third down, here's Williams. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Yes,
Now
sir.
we get a timeout by the
Here you go,
Panthers.
here
It's
you go.
their first. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Ball on the 45, first and 10. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
Well, I know this. This staff loves the athleticism and versatility he brings to the offense. That's not only as a receiver, but as someone who can take occasional carries and turn them into good yards.
And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Broncos will have a first down. Straight ahead with Williams. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
These defensive ends today are so good, Kate, with their hands, and it's often right off the jump. If you can win with your hands, if you can create space, you can get a tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Play action with Mix. Mims with the grab. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have first and goal to figure out.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Out of the gun, it's Nix. The back's got it. And a massive hit near the goal line to keep him out of the end zone. That finds Bailey, complete. Touchdown, Denver. Extra point try now from Lutz. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos double their lead to 14. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Blackshear on the return. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Out of the gun, Young. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Come on, stay.
They send him left out of the slot. A second down throw for Young. Catch made by Chuba Hubbard. And that is a big hit right after that catch, so the play limited to maybe just a couple yards.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Here's a give to Hubbard. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. 4 yards narrows the distance a bit, but still some yardage left here on fourth down.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Fourth down, Young. Escapes the pocket. It's on the turn, the ball's out, he lost it. And the Broncos corral it. And
So,
they
bro,
stop him before he gets
you
much
got this
on
game.
the return. Well, whether they recover that one or not, either way, they were turning the ball over
got
there.
this
But
game.
no doubt, probably stings a little bit extra fumbling it away instead of just being soft shorts.
It sure does. Because look at the defense. Look at what you just gave them momentum-wise. Not just the ball, but the spirit of those guys. Knowing, yeah, they not only stuff you, but they can rip that ball away from you, too.
Throwing on first down, Nix. On the left side. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Offense up to the line fast. From the red zone now. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
An extra corner into the game for the Panthers. Third down. They'll throw again. Nix. The back grabs it. And he's brought down after a short gain. Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. Just one quarter remaining in this one. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. Nix from the gun. And he will score. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos so likely locked up the win right there. Cortland Sutton the touchdown. The 5th of the game for him, tying the NFL single-game record. Going after tries good by lots. And the Broncos stretch their lead to 21. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Even more problems now as they don't get the snap off. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. Even more problems now as they don't get the snap off. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call's going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap.
BS, man. All right. That was a good game. Until the end. Yeah, we're going to Patriots on Oh yeah, that's how you feeling tonight? That's how you feeling tonight? You don't have to have no sympathy on me. You know?
Oh, it is.
I'm saying? You don't have to have no sympathy on me.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Eddie Pinheiro about set to get us going, and we are underway here in Charlotte. And this return going to come to a quick... belted at the end of that one.
Okay, break. Come on, set.
Right to the air is Daniels. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
You know how, like, when you be playing the game, we be thinking about something else? I just had one of those.
Here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20.
I was playing the game, but I wasn't really, you know.
Following the interception, Young.
That makes sense.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I had one of those.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a 2nd and 10.
43 rail. Down. Black Ultra. Set cut.
Young will set to throw. And he fends him off. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he'll get about 6 there before he is taken down rather rudely and abruptly.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
They were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Here's Young from the shotgun. He's got his running back out of the backfield and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. To the air once more, Young. This is caught. Touchdown. Chuba Hubbard from 3 yards out. And the Panthers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead.
So bright and early.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, partner, not exactly the way they drew up the start of this one, but a chance to redeem themselves and hit the reset button here on their second possession.
And I do like that word that you just used, reset, right? In a lot of ways, it's just shaking off what happened before, starting fresh, almost like it's your first drive all over again. Go out and put your best foot forward. And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Second and 10.
Hiking 18. Ready. Go.
Here's Daniels. A throw left side, ruled in by the rookie wideout. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
3rd down and 1. Now Daniels. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Derek Brown drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Not what I was trying to do.
On 4th down, here's Daniels. Buying time to his left. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Excuse me.
First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And he stopped immediately there. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Let's go now.
To the air goes Daniels. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Daniels going to throw for it. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious...
All right, man. It's over, bro. It's over.
Already?
Yeah, it's over, bro. I'm gonna get you back. I'm gonna get you back, cause I'm not far from you. I'm not far. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of this while I can. While I can, you know what I mean? I got shit I gotta do in the morning. Yeah, it's been love. I appreciate you stopping through. And yeah, we'll probably get back at this later on this evening. I'm gonna be back on tomorrow night.
Okay.
All right, make sure you tap in, man. I know you're gonna think about this one in your sleep now. You know, Ice came to play. Hey. I don't need you to say anything. I just need you to think about it. All right. And with that being said, man, hey, I appreciate it, homie. Appreciate it. We up out of here, man. Hey, y'all, it's been real, but we up out of here because we gotta pay us some bills. Peace.